Hi, it's Grandma Moore. It's Friday. Thank you all for being here. I really, really appreciate it. It's supposed to be a beautiful weather day, so I'm not sure how the day is going to go. But the good news is this Friday, I'm only $42 away from my weekly goal of $600. So no matter what, I should be able to make that. And then anything else will just be extra money for the week. So I'm excited about that. That's usually not my Fridays. So come along, let's see what this beautiful Friday brings us. All right, I have both apps on, Uber and Doordash. Doordash sent me an $8 order for 11 something miles, which I declined. But Uber sent me a $6 order for 6 miles at the donut shop. So I went ahead and took it and waiting to get there. Two donuts, yes. Two maple bacon. Wonderful, thank you. Well, I'm 14 minutes away. So it's kind of a bad order, but it's the first order of the day, so that's good. I was just thinking, um, most people tip a percentage of their order. They only got two donuts. And when it comes to like DoorDash and Uber and stuff, instead of a percentage of the order, sometimes I think they should tip you per mileage or something. I don't know. Just a thought. Well, against my better judgment, I went ahead and turned off DoorDash because Uber sent me this $10. It looks like it's a stacked order. I'm not really sure what's going on here, but I took it and they just keep sending me orders. So I'm going to go ahead and do Uber and I'll see about doing DoorDash. I'm not sure, but I went ahead and ended it. It's busy, but I wasn't getting anything decent. So I know I can log on. It's Friday. I'll be able to log on pretty much any time today, I feel like. So not super stressed. Like if it was a different day, I would have just kept pausing it. So normally whenever I have like a stacked order on Uber at the same place, both of the names will pop up. But in this situation, it didn't. So I thought, oh no, I'm gonna have to go to another Smoothie King. But once I verified the one order, the other one was okay. So I don't know. I've never had that happen at the same restaurant before. I don't know how often it happens to you all, but it happens to me often whenever the roads close or they're doing construction or something's going on. That's who wants deliveries. It's like we go through a lot of things to get them their deliveries. All right, I got back on DoorDash until 1:30. So I went ahead and took this 9.25 for 7.6 miles, 3 items at PetSmart. Get ready to go shop for it. All right, so DoorDash is showing very busy, 1 to 2 minute estimated time. But what I'm trying to do is do nothing less than five and at least $1 a mile. And if it's a shopping order, I want $1 a mile plus a little extra for the items. So if you have 8 items, I think you should do $3 or $4, 50 cents an item or something. So that's kind of where I'm at right now. Like those are my line in the sand per se. So that's not going well on DoorDash. Not Uber's even worse. But the best offer I've gotten here since I've dropped that off is $6 going 3 miles Chick-fil-A on Uber. So I paused DoorDash again. I don't know. I figured the orders would be a lot better, but there's plenty. It's just don't meet my criteria. Well, I forgot to videotape that drop off, but I was sure I was at the wrong place and I was a little worried about it, but it ended up being right. So I was sidetracked trying to pay attention. I thought this apartment complex was a different address. So it's not. It all worked out. So now waiting for another order. Yay. The orders in this area, my normal zone, my normal area, So bad. The offers are so bad. Not even $1 a mile. So I was getting ready to go over to another area, and then I got a $19 for 13 miles, but phew, that's better than it has been. So this order for 1925 going 13 miles will give me my weekly go. I've accomplished my weekly go. So anything I make after this is just extra money. So that makes me feel better about taking this order after I did some calculations. So I'm right at $22 on Uber, and this will put me at $28 on Doordash. And well, by the time I deliver, it'll probably be 2.5 hours. So not too bad. A couple of the workers were outside enjoying this beautiful weather because it's going to turn cold again after it storms on Sunday. So they were all cheerful and happy. Kind of remind me of yesterday's video. They were just so happy. And this is 18 minutes away, but my favorite part of Fridays is like 80s on all the stations I listen to. So I'm going to jam, get this order delivered, and try to rock this. Dang the luck. I got stuck by a train. That is the fastest, shortest train I have seen on these tracks ever. So that was good. Only a minute. Well, the orders are crazy today, but I went ahead and took this $12 one item order from Uber from Home Depot. And traffic's kind of bad in this area, but I took the wrong exit. I thought I was going to Lowe's instead of Home Depot, but luckily I could just go across and go to the next exit. I didn't have to circle around. But yeah, the traffic is crazy. Drivers are wild. This guy just cut through us. There was 2 lanes and he got right down the middle. So cops are everywhere. I don't know what's going on. Helicopters. So just trying to watch everything going on and being very alert. Well, Uber sent me another order. It was like $13. I don't know, for like 11 miles, 3 items at Myers. If you noticed on my last video, I changed the name of my videos after someone brought to my attention that the other day I only did Uber, but my title said DoorDash Ride Along. So I changed it to Delivery Ride Along because some days are going to be Uber days. So Uber just added like 568 for an additional mile or two for Smoothie King. But they're sending me to Smoothie King first, and it's 80 degrees outside. So I'm gonna have to zip it up in my insulated drinking bag and everything. You would think they would have me go to Myers first, but and I haven't looked to see what I'm buying at Myers because I was jamming and enjoying the weather. I found out something new today. I was telling Myers it was an easy order, just donut holes, apple fritters, and Tide. But there was no packages of apple fritters. And she said, I'll get them for you, blah, blah. Usually, it's not like they do that normally. But anyway, so she was getting it together. And I said, I really appreciate you getting it together because it could count against my stats. And she goes, actually, it counts against us too. And so we are willing to do what we need to do to make sure we got everything because it counts against Myers when they're not able to fill the order. So that's good to know. She said, anytime there's an issue, just let her know because they want to make sure they fill it. So I delivered to 2 retirement homes. And the first one was a Smoothie King, and she had ordered a peanut butter chocolate plus some another smoothie. But she wrote that she's allergic to peanut butter or to peanuts, so I had to call her. It was an accident and what have you. But this lady that was in the elevator, she was so she was a elderly lady and she didn't have money for her rent. She was distraught and I didn't know what to say for her. felt bad for her. And her poor shirt was all messed up, and she just was so sad. I wish I could have helped her. And then the other lady, she just wanted to make sure she got glazed, her glazed donut holes. And she had texted me, but I don't see the text on Uber very well. I'm not good at that. I don't know what I'm doing wrong. But she got what she wanted, so she was happy. So I didn't even need the text, but I'm glad that it all worked out. So now I'm on my way to pick up a $9 Pan Express for 9 miles. So DoorDash is very busy. Turned it on for a second. Still really bad orders. So I have given up all hope for DoorDash. I would have normally put that in the chair, but her notes specifically said put it next to the door. And then when I got up there and I looked at the chair, it had some stuff in it. So I choose to go ahead and put it by the door. It looked like that's what she wanted anyway. The Bible reading for this devotion, there was such good verses. So I'll do Isaiah 40:31. Yet those who wait for the Lord will gain new strength. They will mount up with wings like eagles. They will run and not get tired. They will walk and not become weary. The title of this devotion is The Price of Prayerlessness. God invites us to place our burdens in his capable hands. And the one thing I liked was it talked about how when you pray to God about your problems and everything, they don't go away, but to picture it like Jesus is on your shoulders and those burdens are just lightened. And I liked that. It was like, that is true. Okay, they don't go away per se, but it does help to know that somebody's helping you with that burden. You know, you have that power that's bigger than anything that's on this earth to help you or to guide you. And sometimes there's these burdens just get to be a lot. You know, if it's our children, our grandchildren, debt, our cars aren't working, which is so important when we're doing stuff like DoorDash. And, you know, it's just the hot water heater went out or the furnace went out. Sometimes we just get all these burdens, you know, worried about your elderly family members. There's some things going on that I found out today, and it makes you kind of worry about your relatives. And do they, you know, people don't have insurance or they don't have the money, or, you know, how do you help them? It's like the lady in the elevator at the one place where she didn't have enough money to pay her rent. And maybe I should have handled that a little different and kind of thinking about it now, but she was very distraught. It was hard to have that conversation with her anyway. So, you know, it's just definitely a lot of burdens, and just praying about them. Sometimes it's just a burden to get out of bed, or just to put another step in front of your other foot, you know, foot in front of foot. It can be difficult some days. Sometimes they seem little, but they're big to us. I know I went through a stage at one point where it was like, today I just want to take a shower. Today I just want to get out of bed, you know. So, and being able to overcome that eventually is so powerful. So no matter how big or how small your burden seems to be, you know, just to pray about it and know that Jesus is on your shoulders lifting that weight is pretty freaking awesome, in my opinion. All right, I logged back on to DoorDash and got a $5 order for 2.5 miles from Subway. So my t-shirt on the back says, "Suck it up, Buttercup." And it's flowers and stuff. Hopefully I can get it zoomed in and show you. And I haven't wore it since last time it was warm. I wear it under my hoodies and everything, and I have gotten so many comments on it, especially ladies my age or older are like, oh, I love that shirt. All right, I got an $8.50 going 4 miles off of Doordash for Marco's Pizza, so I'm gonna take it. I'm not in a hurry to go home because there's been a really bad wreck and you can't get through, so I'm just gonna keep working for a while until the highway's clear at least. The $6 McDonald's order going 3 miles. I don't do a lot of McDonald's, but at this point, I was just 2 minutes away and I thought I would give it a shot. All right, I got paid $6 plus a $5 tip, so $11 for that quick order. That was nice. I accepted the $6 Taco Bell order for 2 miles. I was ready to give up, but I got this order. It's $25 for 11 miles. It's 3 orders, 2 orders at Meijer and 1 order at the dollar store. I don't know that it's worth it, but I need to make about $26 to hit 150 for the day. So I thought, well, I'll try it. But man, it took me about a half hour or so, so not great. But on my way to deliver the first one, then they're going to send me to the dollar store and then deliver the other one and then the dollar store one, it looks like. Well, the hubby called while I was shopping and said the road had cleared and he was ready for me to come home. So I'm on my way home and going to relax and enjoy the evening and this beautiful weather. It's so nice. Kids are out riding their bikes. People are walking everywhere. So definitely a beautiful day that was so needed. I worked 8 hours. And I had forgotten about the $5 cash tip. So with that, I made $154.06. So that's good. Went 115 miles. So not a bad day. Just kind of, it was either Uber or DoorDash. They couldn't be together and make it gel well. But hey, I made my 150 something dollars. I'm way ahead of the game. So I'm not sure if I'm going to work tomorrow or not. My main goal is I've got to do the video. I'll edit the video in the morning because I'm going to take this evening off. And then I got to clean my house. I want to be able to open the curtains. I bought new curtains a couple of weeks ago and I haven't hung them. I want to get them hung up. Just kind of make my house a little springy. You know what I mean? Until next time, stay happy. God bless you.